Welcome back, everybody, and happy Thursday, as Sephiroth goes deeper into the basement of the Shinra Mansion to find the answers he seeks. So, we kind of ended things on a bit of a cliffhanger. My mother's name is Jenova. Jenova Project. Is this just a coincidence? Am I shattering? Professor Gast, why didn't you tell me anything? Why did you die? So we left on a bit of a cliffhanger. Sephiroth found out some cruel revelations about himself. And unfortunately, we can't make it any better for him. Hi, buddy. Let me be alone. Okay, well, you heard the man, so we gotta leave him alone. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Here we go. Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. He continued to read as if he were possessed by something, and not once did the light in the basement go out. Until that fateful night, when we had a trailer we needed to make. Here's the moment that pretty much sparked a lot of interest and popularity for this particular game. Let's go ahead and talk to the soldier. Sephiroth seems different. Does he now? Okay. He seemed more reclusive the last time we saw him. And he seemed very aggressive when we found all this stuff out at the Nibelheim reactor. What could possibly be the difference now? It does actually make you wonder. All right, here we go. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? You ignorant traitor. I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, and then move on. At the end of their harsh, hard journey, they would find the Promised Land and supreme happiness. But those that disliked the journey appeared. Those who stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. So we're slackers, sorry. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck this planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to increase. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? Don't you get it? An ancient named Jenova was found in the geological stratum of 2,000 years ago. The Jenova Project. The Jenova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients. No, the Cetra. I am the one that was produced. Produced? Yes. Professor Gast, leader of the Jenova Project and genius scientist, produced me. out of a test tube. How did he... Sephiroth! Out of my way. I'm going to see my mother. And already the dark music begins to flood our senses, and Sephiroth is forever set down the dark path, and forever will it dominate his destiny. Insert Star Wars pun here. See, when you played this game for the first time, this moment is awesome. When you've played it for the 5th plus time, it gets corny. So, for all the people who are like, oh my gosh, he's not even taking it seriously. I can't. Not anymore. I've seen it way too many times. And yes, it's still awesome, and yes, it sold the trailers, and yes, we have to have this scene recreated numerous times. Hey, it's you! You're still sane, right? Yeah. Then come over here and help me! Uh-oh. We can only assume that this was Sephiroth's doing, as he has gone 100% bonkers. I'll check this house. You check that one over there. Which just so happens to be his. Unfortunately, no survivors. It's terrible. This is just too terrible. Sephiroth. And here comes the cutscene that sold 1,000, probably even 1,000,000 copies. Oh no, he's cutting people down! The cutscene's so awesome, we had to recreate it for Advent Children. And it lost a lot of its significance after that. Don't get me wrong, that's an awesome scene. And it sells the atmosphere it needs to sell, but Advent Children took away a little bit from it. And now we're heading back to the Nibelheim reactor. Why? Because remember, there was actually a big door that said Genova right over it. That's actually what set Sephiroth off. So it's only safe to assume Genova's here. So let's go ahead and try and stop Sephiroth at the pass, and then we'll do a check-in after this, but we are right at that pivotal moment. Papa! Sephiroth? Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako reactors, Shinra, everything! I hate them all! Ah, but it looks like Sephiroth left a present. No, we have to stop Tifa! Yeah, you can't interact with Tifa's father, unfortunately, but he is dead. Mother, I'm here to see you. Please open this door. How could you do that to Papa and all the townspeople? Every time I see this scene, like the Cowboy Bebop song falling out of the church window comes out. Yeah, it's that moment, really it is. I kind of wish we would have gotten a cutscene for that, but yeah, he has cut Tifa down. Well, already that doesn't make sense, now does it? You promised that you'd come when I was in trouble. So let's go ahead and get Tifa out of the crossfire, as it were. Yeah, she just says the exact same thing. I'm being quiet because this is an awesome moment, and I'm not trying to spoil it for you guys with check-ins. We'll take care of that after. And here's the main moment, or the second biggest moment of this particular story. This is where Jenova was. Mother, let's take this planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the Promised Land. Sephiroth. My family. My hometown. How could you do this to them? They've come again, Mother. With her superior power, knowledge, and magic, Mother was destined to become the ruler of this planet. But those worthless creatures, are stealing the planet from Mother. But now I'm here with you, so don't worry. Uh-oh. You have discovered a test tube with Jenova. Plus head. What about my sadness? My family? My friends? The sadness of having my hometown taken away from me? It's the same as your sadness! My sadness? What do I have to be sad about? I am the chosen one. I have been chosen to be the leader of this planet. I have orders to take this planet back from you stupid people for the Cetra. What am I supposed to be sad about? Sephiroth, I trusted you. No, you're not the Sephiroth I used to know. Classic anime clash. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, sorry, this isn't Gundam. And that's the end of my story. Wait a damn minute. Ain't there more? I don't remember. What happened to Sephiroth? In terms of skill, I couldn't have killed him. Official records state Sephiroth is dead. I read it in the newspaper. Shinra Incorporated owns the paper, so you can't rely on that information. I want to know the truth. I want to know what happened back then. I challenged Sephiroth and lived. Why didn't he kill me? I'm alive too. Seems like a lot of this doesn't make sense. What about Jenova? It was in the Shinra building, right? Shinra shipped it from Nibelheim to Midgar. Did someone else carry it out after that? It was missing from the Shinra building. Sephiroth? Damn! Don't none of this make any sense! I'm going! And I'm leaving the thinking of you! Yo, Cloud, let's get it a move on. And yeah, there you go. So you can technically stay here, but there's no real point. Yo, come on, let's go. Oh, brother. Cloud? How bad was I when Sephiroth cut me? Up to down. I think you were dead. I thought you were a goner. I was really sad. The ancients, Sephiroth, Cetra, Genova, Sephiroth, and myself. Let's go. Barrett's waiting. And we all know what happens when we make him wait. What a fascinating story. Well, at least Red 13 was impressed by the story. Yo, Cloud, here. Received a PHS. So now you can change party members. Since we have too many, you just use this little cell phone and you can keep in contact. Just use PHS and you can contact any one of us easy. Alright then, we're out of here. This is also a really great plot device for us to be able to get in contact with the characters that aren't necessarily in the party and do have dialogue. Sorry, I'm not meaning to cough so bad. It's just it's been one of those weeks. So yeah, that is the incident of Nibelheim 5 years ago. We're not quite done yet though. So around this time is actually when I did transition to a grinding break. Officially the first one of the game. That's literally the first time you get enough air to breathe so you can take a grinding break. And now we're going to continue on in the story. So again, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody's week is going well. For me, it's just busy. As you guys can kind of tell, I've got a little bit of allergies and congestion. And unfortunately, I'm still recording videos for you guys. So we're going to keep on going. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, like, your thoughts when you first saw the Nibelheim segment. Because I know that we've had roughly 3 videos that have covered it, at least to some extent. Whereas I could have easily made that all into one video. Let me know what you guys thought when you went through it the first time. When I went through it the first time, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was a really great way to tell a story, and so much better than what had come before. I'll admit that years later and seeing it multiple times, it's lost a lot of that luster, but a lot of that is just because the graphics are a little dated, and I know that I could fix that with the PC, but this is how I played it. So I actually have never played the PC version, and it's just because I like consoles better when I can get them. And this PlayStation version actually holds a lot of nostalgia. That's why I've never played the PC version or the updated graphics. And probably why I never will, because I don't care that it looks, weird in this day and age. To me, it just brings back the nostalgia of actually going through it again. Or as I did the first time. Jeez, I'm really trying not to cough, but there you go. So yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed the videos that have come out this week thus far. We've actually had a really busy week. And, let's see, we've had Tale of Drak up to this point. We had Dungeons and Dragons. We had Drak Tries for Splatoon 2, so you guys should check that out. And also a part for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And later on this week, you're going to get also a schedule update for the channel. So a lot of people have been asking, what is going on? Here's where you're going to get the official video, the reasons for it, and you guys can either skewer me or give me your thoughts as we go along. It's just, unfortunately, some decisions have needed to be made in regards to the schedule, because I'm already doing a bunch of other things in the meantime. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this first. Work! Work, 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 work! Yay, it's Chocobos from Final Fantasy VII! We actually get 3D Chocobos. And you can make them dance? What funky magic is this? And of course, you guys can also look forward to Diablo 2 later on today. and some more Tale of Drak food to wrap up the week. But yeah, that schedule update video, keep that in mind, because unfortunately we are going to need to make some changes to accommodate other things I have going on my schedule. So you'll notice we got a piece of materia. This is actually the first time we've got something of a new color, the red color, which is summon materia. So this is our first summon that you can get in the game. And it actually is one of 2 summons, but both are like a comic relief kind of summon. Alright, thinking of crossing the marshes? Yes, Chocobill. Yes. Then it'll probably be safer for you to get a Chocobo. That way you can zip through the marshes with the Chocobo. Yep. It's the only way to avoid being attacked by the Midgarzolum. Midgarzolum? It says Chocobill, but I'm sure that was Cloud. It's a serpent-like creature over 30 feet tall. It picks up on footsteps that enter the marshes. And then, BAM! It attacks. To avoid that, buy a Chocobo with the Chocobo and Chocobilly Farm. To purchase a Chocobo, please talk to my grandson. He's in the Chocobo stables at the far right end of the farm. Yep. Alright. So you actually can go out to the marshes yourself and try to make it to the next segment without a Chocobo, but you will get attacked by the Midgarzolum, and the Midgarzolum is freaking hard, even at cap, just because he has an amazingly huge health pool. I mean, you can kill it, but it will be back. So that's the sad part there. You can't permanently get rid of it.
Oh, do you want a Chocobo?
Yeah. Give me one.
Oh, you old folks are out of luck.
Old folks? Yeah, right?
We're all out of Chocobos. I'm taking care of those ones out there for someone else. You know, if you really want a Chocobo, you should go out and catch one. You want to know how to catch a Chocobo?
You're going to teach us anyway, so yeah, we don't really need to know too much. You can actually ask these questions if you're brand new to the game. A wild Chocobo always appears with other monsters. What this is going through, because I'm going to skip through it, what this is basically setting you up for is later on in the game, we will have a Chocobo-based kind of side quest that we need to take care of, which will include this farm. We will come back here and eventually start breeding our own Chocobos. But this is to get you into the basics of catching Chocobos with which to breed. Okay, here we go.
Well then, shall we get down to business? I'll sell you the Chocobo lure for 2,000 gil right now. You want it?
Yes.
Thanks. Hey, you don't have enough.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have enough money because I did spend a lot in Calm trying to get new weapons, new materia, all that stuff. So all you have to do is just go out and get a little bit more money, and that'll help out. So here we go. So yeah, once again, if you guys could keep watch on the Friday update video, I would really appreciate it, and at least give it a watch just to see what's going to be going on in the channel. It's not going to be major updates. I mean, I'm not going away or anything like that, but I am making some schedule changes that have made the YouTube schedule more hectic than it needs to be. And I want you guys to at least, you know, a lot of people have been asking, why are we getting reduced schedules on certain weeks and all that. And it's because I'm transitioning into that so that I can put priorities where they need to be. Because I already do YouTube, but I also do voiceover. I also take care of my daughter. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and unfortunately, there's just not enough time in the day to take it all on. And here's the first look at the summon if you guys are interested. So there you go. But it's not like I'm going to have a significant drop in content. It's just that certain things are going to have to go away in order to accommodate, and the reason being is, unfortunately, I mean, if I was doing YouTube full-time and getting the money that some of the bigger YouTubers are, then it'd be worth it, but unfortunately I'm not. So at that point, it's spreading myself too thin. Alright, so that should give us the necessary money for the Chocobo lure, which is going to be another piece of materia. Very much like the cover materia, where it's purple, and covers a specific stat or a specific sub-ability that you can get. So, like, for example, being able to cover people when they're low on health. Or, in this case, being able to catch chocobos. It wouldn't hurt to buy some greens, either. Oh, and how fast a chocobo finish eating depends on what type of greens you feed them. Which is weird because I've never gone past gizzle greens, aside from, like, when you go into the mating, or the breeding. Then I'll occasionally do that. But the gizzle greens actually really, really work. They give at least a couple of rounds in battle for you to be able to kill everything around it, and then you got to give it another one. Because the purpose of this is to distract the chocobo so that you can eliminate all the other enemies in the battle screen and therefore catch your first chocobo. Right now I'm just selling some stuff because unfortunately I've run out of money again and I don't want to grind the money. You guys will understand, right? Okay, there we go. That should be able to get me at least a couple more. Yeah, there we go. That's more than enough. Oh, and I was probably going to even it out. And unfortunately, that's going to go ahead and do it for this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed the last little bit of Nibelheim 5 years ago. And when we get back next week, we will catch our first chocobo and continue on the trail for Sephiroth.